What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Refinement. I'm coming to you live from my warehouse, which is completely empty for the first time in 3.5 years because I have been served a 2-day suspension from Whatnot for violating surprise set policy. So I haven't been making videos in a long time because I've been hanging out with my kids. Time flies. My kids are 2 and 4 years old, and I've been building this business. So I've been walking around this warehouse for a couple of hours by myself because my wife gave me the okie doke to come hang out by myself today and ponder my existence as a reseller. I've been reselling full time since 2017. You guys have watched me build this from my garage. Now, here's the interesting thing. When I got suspended on eBay in 2022, it really only affected me. I was on the platform by myself. I have no partners. I have no partners now. It was just me making a mistake on eBay, and I own up to it. My account is suspended forever. It was my fault. I take full responsibility. Same situation here, although the stakes are much higher. I have a 7-year lease. I'm only into my 3rd year of my lease, so I'm on the hook for 6 figures every year for 4 more years. I also have 22 employees that work here. It's definitely not fair to them if I make a mistake and all of them lose their jobs. Not a very good job market, so obviously I'm doing my best to just follow the rules correctly. I'm gonna go over my 3 violations in today's video and the one that got me suspended. I'll go over the email, I'll go over my appeal that was denied. I'll go over that my rep called me. She didn't call me, but she emailed me and told me that the ruling was correct and she agreed with it. So people who think that if you're bigger, rules don't apply to you, I don't think that's true. My rep holds me to a much higher standard than everybody else because I'm an influencer and people do follow me and mimic me. So I need to be doing things correctly. But I'm gonna go over the 3 things that went wrong today and a whole bunch of other stuff that I've been working on in this warehouse. The one that got me suspended, I guess we'll just start there and then I'll go over the email. Whatnot created this system called Surprise Sets a few months ago, probably in April. And this is like my crown achievement as a reseller, kind of sad, but this game was developed from watching sports card breaks and Pokemon breaks. There's 200 bags in this game. All of them are visible. I have 20 better hits, 180 floors. The cheapest bag is $46 on here, and my average sale price during this game was $28. So I feel like no matter what, you're getting a great deal on a bag. 20 people come up bigger. I have no luxury bags. I am approved to sell luxury bags on Whatnot, but I am not approved to do luxury bag surprise sets. This game, even though there are no luxury bags, Coach Kate Spade and Michael Kors are the highest bags that I sell. They're not considered luxury by Whatnot and don't require a certificate of authenticity. Although I have those, all the bags I purchase are from the outlet. All these bags that I buy from the Macy's level are all from the manufacturer, all invoices, all legit, all brand new. What gave me the violation was on my wheel, I accidentally did not put the condition for one of these bags. You have to be very careful when you're doing a surprise set. You need condition, brand, category, type, quantity. I had all of that, but I did not have the condition. I appealed because I said, it was an accident. All my bags are brand new. I feel like my customers know all my bags are brand new. And it's not like I am saying like they're all new, but accidentally I throw in a pre-owned one or a liquidation one or something. I don't do that. All of my bags are brand new. They're all sealed. I only open the bags to show one display bag, which is over here, right here, the display bags. So we only open them for one show. We do them for one show. And then we send them out to customers. And I even put on my listings, on my wheel, I put brand new in bag, and I also put brand new with tags. These are new with tags, but I also put the display. So people know that their bag has been opened. It's still brand new though with tags. I would consider that still new with tags. But that was my 3rd violation in the surprise hit category, and that's what landed me with the 2-day suspension. And I think, I could be wrong, I don't think it's a permanent suspension. I think it will just be 2 days, and tomorrow I'll get my account back. But if for some reason I do lose my account and I can't sell on Whatnot anymore, I'm not gonna circumvent it. I'm not gonna go around it. I'm just gonna accept responsibility. I'll do something else. So this right here is the 2nd violation that I got on my Whatnot stream for surprise sets. It's a cosmetics line called Jared Leto. I did a surprise set with that, having conditioner, shampoo, moisturizer, exfoliator, hand cream, eye cream. You spin the wheel, you get one of those products. They're all about the same price. I did not realize that that is not compliant because you have to do the exact same category. So just because they're the exact same brand and the same value, it has to be all moisturizer or all cleanser or all shampoo. So you could have 10 different brands, all shampoo, that's within compliance. You can't have one brand, 10 different items, And they're just looking out for the customer, so I understand. That was my second violation. With that violation, they gave me a 2-day traffic removal, so like doesn't show up in the feed. So usually the warnings and escalations go higher. So the third one, which I got suspended on with the bag one without the condition, that was the one of the more severe whatnot violations. I think after that is a 7-day suspension, and I think after that you're banned permanently. Although if I make another violation, I feel like they would just go straight to ban forever, because like all of them are in the same category. And the third one is for crystals, and I'll go and show you guys. This is my first violation. They did not give me any penalty. It was just an educational warning, and they said, don't do this in the future. In the crystal game that I was doing, there's 250 crystals here. And I was just doing crystal 1, crystal 2, crystal 3, and it's not specific enough. They want me to put like selenite, sphere, used. So they want you to put conditions. So even though crystals are like from the earth, you still need to put condition. So I learned that. So essentially, when I was doing the game, I'm gonna discontinue doing all games at this point, but I was putting used crystal and the type of crystal and the shape. So I was going like crystal sphere, used, quantity 1. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is because surprise sets, in my opinion, is what Whatnot was built for. It's entertainment based. The biggest categories on the platform are cards, Pokemon cards, and they're based on breaking, which is really fun. And it allows you to sell something that's normally $4 at the card shop for $6 at the card shop, $6 on Whatnot, because you get to rip it and show people the fun part. And people love seeing people get excited when they open stuff. And so for me, I thought, wow, what an opportunity to allow you to do that in every single other category, right? So I was designing them for fashion, for bags, for clothing, for beauty. And when you run a surprise set, you can actually get better inventory. You guys have known me for a long time. My space is not normally this open, and it's because I've been able to source exactly what I need. All those years of advice of trying not to overbuy. When you're designing a specific game, you just buy the elements of the game. You don't have to buy a whole bunch of liquidation or a whole trailer or palette and like grind your way through all of it. You can just buy what you need, run the game. And that's what you should be doing anyway. If you're running an eBay business or Poshmark, just buy what you need each week. Don't overbuy. That's like the number one thing that makes it difficult, is overbuying. So anyway, I want to share something with you guys that's really interesting. It's October 5th. They just released new news this week that they're changing the repack policy on Whatnot. And a repack is where like people make their own sets of cards and they make their own hits. Or you can buy them sealed from like PSA. You can get like a certified from a third party legit repack. And I did not realize that's what I'm doing. I was making bag repacks, and I didn't know it was called that until I read that article. And that's like another piece of advice. If you're going to sell on the platform, try to read all the news about it, try to figure out all the information. And I didn't know that repacks are a huge part of the industry, and they're becoming more regulated. And a lot of people at home, they prefer a repack because in a repack, it'll show you all the different hits. If it's a legit one that's like verified, they'll show you all the hits, right? And if someone makes one at home, like me, like do it yourself repack, all the hits will come out during the set. But if you buy a repack from like PSA, it's not guaranteed that that hit will be in that case. So you could order 100 cards, open 100 cards for your fans on Whatnot or YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, and none of them could be a hit. But the repack that people make at home, I'm like, this is like the most glorious thing ever, because all 200 of my design show come out during the show. Somebody wins. This is like the I don't like gambling, because if you go to the casino, there's a situation where the house wins all of the money and people get none of the money. And I like repacks because all of the cards go to the people who buy them. There's no situation where someone gets nothing. You get a pack of cards no matter what. In my game, you get a bag no matter what. So I thought like this is going to be an amazing way, and it really allowed me to standardize the operations that I have here. But now I realize maybe that's not a thing. Reselling can't be standardized in that manner. You never know what's going to be hot next season, whether it's clothing or shoes. If you look at the big guys who've been doing this for a long time and they're really successful, Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, every single season, they're not sure what's working either. They kind of diversify what they offer in home goods, clothing, shoes, jewelry, and electronics. And these kinds of things are important to realize. If you're reselling at home, nothing works forever and nothing works for sure. I recommend that you guys maybe not fly as close to the sun as me, because like when you're running multiple surprise sets a day, we were running like up to 8 shows a day, 4 regular auction, 4 surprise sets. When you're running 4 surprise sets, it's pretty good odds that eventually you're going to make a mistake. And if people are there watching you and are reporting you for like new with tags not being in a show that's all new bags, Whatnot's going to have no choice but to come down on you with like the most severe punishments that are allowed, because they're a platform that's global. So I completely understand where Whatnot is coming from. I understood where eBay was coming from when it got suspended over there. I've never tried to go around them. So it is what it is. Hopefully this is useful information, guys. I probably am not going to like regularly make YouTube videos because I just don't have enough time. I'm like running my business. I go home, hang out with my kids, hang out with my wife. There's not a lot of time left in the day, and my day is so busy at work because the complexity of running a company with employees it's hard to explain. But like all 22 people that work here, all their problems are my problems. I have to make sure that they get along. There's always at least 1 to 2 people who are sick or on vacation. It's very complicated, but I've never wanted anything more in my entire life than to run a company with staff. I know there's so many people listening at home, and I've helped people build like home businesses, but like for me personally, my dream has been to build a company with staff that runs without me, and I can just come in and improve things, walk around as the owner operator and say, hey, how can I make the shipping station better? How can I make this the buying better? How can I make the streaming easier? How can I improve the equipment? I can ask my customers, what can I do to do better? That's what I've always wanted. I've never wanted to be famous. My YouTube videos in the beginning, when they were really on fleek, when they were on fire, it was just me sharing my journey, which is what I really want to do. I'm not the greatest teacher. I'm really just sharing what I'm doing. So it is what it is, guys. Be very careful and wary if you're going to sell surprise sets. I would maybe recommend that you just stay away from them if you're not going to be super detail oriented. I feel like, we quadruple, quintuple check every single show, but I guess we still made mistakes. So just got to be careful. And yeah, so hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Happy Sunday. See you later.